we are getting it recorded. So once we're finished, we'll send out the audio file in Discord, and we'll also share it in the Telegram room as well.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. So yeah, why don't we go ahead?
All right, let's go. So again, thank you guys for joining today's AMA. So we usually try to, I guess, hold these AMAs every couple of weeks. Sometimes it is a little bit longer between stints, but rest assured, we are listening to you guys, and obviously want to share a bit with you guys as well in regards to what's happening with Mobox and any future updates, etc., etc. So myself, here today, it's well, they call me Fat Boy. So I look after the operation side of things at Mobox, and we have Soon with us here as well, and he's one of the co-founders of Mobox team and the Mobox platform. So why don't we kickstart the AMA now? There's been a lot of questions, especially in regards to the Binance mini program, especially in our, I guess, social media, as well as Telegram and Discord. So I think that's probably one question that gets asked a lot, and probably should address it, I guess, as the first one as well of the rank. So over to you, Sam.
Thank you. So just a very quick introduction of myself. So my name is Sam, co-founder of the Mobox platform. For those of you who have been playing on the platform, you guys know everything about it. For those who don't, basically it's a combination of DeFi deal farming, mystery boxes, and gaming NFTs, and how we put them all together to create one fantastic platform where everyone can find something that they can enjoy. So as Fatboy just mentioned, I think one of the biggest questions or lingering questions over the last week or so has been the Binance mini program. So no, I kind of really want to address this using a timeline. So it took us a long time to kind of talk to Binance and whatnot to see if we can launch on the Binance mini program and integrate with them. The Binance Mini program is actually a very, very young kind of system that has been on the Binance app, but hasn't been used often. So
Yep.
the infrastructure is very young. So, no, about, I believe, 3 months ago or so, no, I started talking to them about, hey, no, why don't we kind of help you guys build up the Binance Mini program, integrate the Mobox platform into it, and this way, no, everyone benefits. We can help them bug test. No, we can drive users to the Mini program and to the Binance app and whatnot. And as I just mentioned, because it's such a young infrastructure, there are a lot of I don't want to use the word issues, but there's a lot of things that need to be changed and enhanced for everything to work perfectly. Right now, what's in the Binance Mini program is a lot of, there's like, I believe you could purchase gift cards and there's mobile top up and whatnot. That's totally a different thing compared to launching an actual game within an app. So after we started talking to them about doing this kind of deep integration with the whole Binance ecosystem, because it includes the Binance NFT marketplace, it includes the Binance mini program, it includes Binance Pay. There's just so many moving parts to it.
Yep.
It took us about 2 months to build a version of the Mobox platform just for the Binance mini program. This is no easy task. For those of you who have listened to our AMAs before, or for those of you who've been following myself or Mobox over the last several years, you guys know that no, our team is of quality but not of quantity. Okay, we like to make sure that we do things right. We keep the teams just big enough just to make sure that everything moves forward, but quality is always the most important. Whether it's the quality of the platform or the quality of our family, the people we hire, everything is about quality. So it took us 2 months to develop everything. Um, and then we were finally able to launch. So we launched, and to be honest, the kind of the feedback we got was out of this world. It was much more than any of us have anticipated. Just to give you guys some stats, I believe we launched at about, I believe it was, I forgot the exact time, but within 10 hours of launching, we amassed 2 million users that entered the Binance Mini program. Um, I believe from the previous stats that I looked at, there was about maybe about 200,000 users trying to log in every hour. This is
Yep.
out of this world. This is something that neither Binance has experienced. It's nothing that we have experienced on the Mobiles platform either. So what we realized is that no, there's still a lot of um, issues with being able to support such a huge user base. It's one thing about being able to support users just registering, logging in, and um, grabbing their NFTs. But if we move down the road, if we need to support 200,000 concurrent users playing games, that's a totally different infrastructure and it's totally different story. So because of this, we decided, you know what, we need to go back to the drawing board, both us and with the Binance Mini Program team, and we need to find out how to enhance everything just to make sure that the whole infrastructure, especially the Mobox platform, is able to handle such a huge amount of users. Um, so that's kind of the timeline of what happened with the Binance Mini Program. No, after we removed the Mobox platform from the Mini Program, we've been in constant contact with the Binance team to see what the best solution for would be. The last, like I just said before, quality is the most important. The last thing I want to do is to launch a game on the Binance Mini program and just have it crash every second. No, user experience is the most important thing, in, no matter what we do.
Yep. I guess
So
that's
in the
also
end,
one of the
yeah,
reasons why we launched. What was more a soft sort of launch with
yes.
pre-registration rather than going in straight away into the full product. So it's, I guess, lucky in a sense that we did that rather than the full launch straight away.
Definitely, I agree 100%. I think if we launched with a full blown out game on the Binance Me program, no, even more issues would have occurred. So,
Yep.
like Fatboy just said, it was good that we started with the pre registration because it allowed us to understand okay, so how many users will be coming in, how many users will we have to be supporting? And at the end of the day, I think it was still a very big success. No, 2 million registered users within, no, they're all KYC users as well. Within 10 hours is something unheard of in the crypto industry. So after we removed the Mobox platform from the Binance Mini program, no, we're in constant contact with the Mini program team over at Binance just to see, no, what should be the next steps. And then we decided, no, let's make sure that everything is ready for a big launch. So we decided, okay, you know what, let's remove it. Okay, go back to the drawing board, make sure everything is ready uh, for the next launch. So I think that lingering question here is two things. Number one is what's going to happen with the NFT avatars, and number two is what's going to happen with the 5,000 mystery boxes. So everyone who registered, rest assured, okay, that your NFT avatars are still there, okay, and the 5,000 mystery box and your tickets and whatnot. There's all this data is saved, okay. So but we have to plan on how to move forward. I've been working with their team for the past week or two. Um, so what I can guarantee here is that you guys will get your avatars. Okay, the event will go on, but we just have to make sure that the whole structure on how we move forward with giving out these avatars is complete and can handle such a massive audience. At the end of the day, will the NFT avatars be given out through the mini program or given out through the Mobox platform or through NFT marketplace or whatnot? This will be decided very soon. We're still working on all our options, and I promise that I will get back to everyone about how everything will work with the NFT avatars uh, with hopefully within the week. So I just want to tell you guys, it was a great success. but we had to go back to the drawing board, and it will just be better the next time it comes out.
Yeah, spot on. And look, that's one of the main questions that we, I guess, constantly get asked. One, what's going to happen with my tickets? Two, how can I claim my avatar? So, look, guys, as someone just mentioned, we are working on it. Hopefully, within the next week or so, we'll give you more details in regards to what will happen and how you will be claiming these things, and how everything will work. So, I guess just give us a little bit more time while we work things out with other parties as well.
Yeah, and I just want to add a little thing in there is I hope everyone understands that no, this is just not Mobox. There's so many moving parts to this, whether it's Mobox, several different departments from the finance team. There's so many moving parts.
Yep.
But I think most important is when it gets launched, it is a quality launch, a good user experience launch. This is the most important thing.
Yep. Spot on. I think, to be honest with you, I think we've covered that part pretty well in regards to the Binance Mini program and any updates. And like I said, guys, at the beginning of this AMA, we will have a recording of this AMA as well, so you can go back to it at a later time and listen back to it. So I think maybe we'll just go into maybe the next question that also gets asked as well. What is coming up? Is there any events coming on the Mobox platform?
Yeah, so there's several things that are coming up. Know what? I'll probably kind of give you guys an idea of what's coming before the end of the year and what's coming right after the New Year's. So before the end of the year, our goal was to number one, launch another game. Number two is have some Christmas events. And number three, start giving out these retail mystery boxes. For those who just joined or don't know about the retail mystery boxes, what they are they're real life mystery boxes with an actual Momo inside. At the bottom of the Momo, there's a QR code. Once a user scans the QR code, then the NFT, the corresponding Momo, gets minted on the Binance Smart Chain, and the QR code can never be used again. So this is kind of our way trying to, tie offline and online, and hopefully we can reach a bigger audience this way. Um, Another thing I would like to add is that in these retail mystery boxes, there are only rare momos and legendary momos. So it's going to be a great, great Christmas gift. So right before the New Year's, this is what we have planned. Number one is we have some great Christmas events coming up. We're going to announce them very soon. Number two, there's going to be a retail mystery box giveaway. And number three, as we always follow our roadmap, there will be a third game launching. Luckily enough for us and for our community, the fourth game that we were supposed to launch is actually seems to be uh, seems to be complete sooner than we thought. So you'll probably see two games within the next 2 months. And right after the New Year's, we'll be mainly working on two things. Obviously, the third and fourth game as well. Other than that, is our decentralized autonomous guild. Basically, we're taking the whole guild idea and building it within smart contracts, which is totally revolutionary and very innovative. And number two is the Mobox chain. Those are what our main goals and what we will be working on right after the New Year's.
Yep. So basically, lots coming up, and two games in the next 2 months. Is a lot plus the current games we have. So you guys will have lots, I guess, lots of games to play and enjoy yourself, and obviously enjoy the platform as well. Did you want to give them, Sam, a bit of a intro into the next two games, what they will be for our new users that are not or haven't been listening to our previous AMAs?
Yeah, sure. So far right now, as most of you know, we already have two games launched. One is Token Master, which is kind of a simple 3v3 PvP battle game. We also have Block Brawler, which is a simple RPG game. Um, and the third game that will be coming out is a revamp of a game that we made before called Chains Arena. But we revamped this version to include momos within them and to make sure that the gameplay is much more fun. So it's easy to pick up and hard to put down. And the fourth game that we'll be launching, I believe we should be able to launch in January or February, is tower defense game. So for anyone who likes tower defense games out there, you'll be in for a surprise.
Excellent, excellent. So I guess guys, Change the Arena. Some of you may have played it, some not, but there'll be the next game to launch, and personally, I'm actually looking forward to playing that game. Now, we've covered most of the things. Now, there's also a lot of questions coming through as well previously in regards to accessing the site as well. So,
On what, sir?
accessing the actual Mobox website, people are getting like error
Okay.
messages from certain jurisdictions. Did you want me to cover that,
Okay.
or did you want to cover that?
I'll cover a bit of it, and then maybe if you have anything to add afterwards, you can add to it.
Yeah, no
So
problem.
as you all know, we're having maintenance. We had maintenance today of the whole platform. No, we're trying to enhance everything just to make sure that no, we're able to handle an influx of users when that influx of users come. And number two is that no, Mobox now. No, we've been uh, no, we've been somewhat of an industry leader in the kind of GameFi or blockchain gaming space. And as we grow, we also have to follow a lot of uh, legalities from different regions. So this is a work in process. So I believe some of you in certain jurisdictions, you might not be able to enter the platform anymore. No, it's very important for us to um, I believe the space needs regulation because regulation is actually good for everyone, whether it's the users, whether it's developers, whether it's exchanges or decentralized applications like ourselves. So, no, we constantly look forward to different regulations and we have to adhere to these regulations. So, we're moving steps towards that and to make sure that no, everybody is safe and risk free.
Yep. I think that's pretty much spot on. There's not much to it. So, guys, if you're not able to access the website, you will get an error message. So I guess you will know what that is. So you don't have to constantly, I guess, ask us what the issue is. Um, I'm not sure. I personally don't have any more questions that I think needs to be covered. We've got a
I
couple
just
of
want to add
moderators
one
from
thing.
Discord as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to add one thing before we kind of open this up. No, I think one thing about the team and the community for those who have been following us for a long time is that no, I think we stick to our roadmap as the best way we can. I think so far since our launch on April 6th till now, we've pretty much done, I believe, at least 99 or 98% of everything we laid out in our roadmap from day one. But from the new website and the new updates, you guys can see, we're always trying to improve. We're always trying to add new features to the platform. We're always trying to bring something new to the community. And we're always trying to innovate and revolutionize the whole blockchain gaming space. And with this comes a lot of hardworking hours, comes with a lot of sweat and a lot of sleepless nights. But no, we're happy that we're doing this because every time we do something like this and we get positive feedback from the community, no, this is also what we strive for. So no, sometimes there's bumps on the roads on the road and whatnot, but no, we've stuck together. We've been through this, and we're gonna get over all these bumps. So I kind of just want to say, no, we're all always adding different surprises. And we thank you for everyone who's continued to support us.
Yeah, that's very well said. And look, as you mentioned in regards to roadmap, we always try to over deliver as well. And the Binance Mini program is, I guess, it's a perfect example to that as well. It's not something we had in the roadmap, but it's something that we worked on, and we'll continue to work on. But it's a I guess we're still a young, I guess, team in this space, so we'll continue to grow and continue to work and work hard towards achieving an even bigger success for Mobox. Now,
Beautiful.
in regards to I personally, like I said before, I personally don't have any questions that I want answered or need answered. We've got a couple of our moderators from Discord. I'm not sure if you guys have anything that you want to ask us while we're here as well. I think that's Bags and Yappy Bird. I'm not sure if you guys have any different questions coming through Discord that you guys need answered.
I don't, but I was just gonna say maybe we could go through the voice requests after this, and then at the end I could pick up on any questions that are left in the text chat, and read those off to you guys. Sound good?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Sam, do you want to take questions from the audience, or do we just want to answer a few more questions if there's any from the text channels on Discord?
Yeah, no. I think why don't we open up to the audience and let's have a conversation.
Sure. Let me see who requested to speak. So we've got here Club Phil. Phil, you there?
Hello.
Hey, how you going?
Hi, Phil. How you doing?
Hello. Do you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes,
can
we
hear you.
do.
Okay. Thank you very much to accept my request. I am a Mobox enthusiast, and I have some of
Thank
my
you.
I have some of my investment in Mobox.
Okay.
So I am very interested in this platform, and well, I know that you already speak about the mini game, but do you have a date, tentative date of release of the mini game? Mini game?
No, I got yeah. So I'm gonna tell you right now that I do not have a tentative date because there's so many moving parts. There's so many things to work out. And no, for those of you that have been following us for the past several years, you guys know that I'm not gonna say something unless I guarantee that it's gonna happen. And so, unfortunately, Phil, I'm going to have to tell you I do not have a tentative date. I thank you for being a supporter of Mobox. But at the same time, I want people to understand that no, we continue building every day. We continue innovating every day. We continue bringing out new surprises every day. So, no, things will work out for themselves. We continue to push. But at the end of the day, no, I think people should enjoy the gaming platform more than just looking at this as an investment. I can understand that no, we're in the crypto industry, blockchain industry, and whatnot, and everybody's looking for some sort of returns. But I can tell you right now that the people who have the biggest returns in the whole Mobox platform are those that actually use the platform. So I don't know if you're a player. I don't know if you've been yield farming or no
I
playing
am.
with your NFTs or trading NFTs. Perfect then. So you understand that the biggest gains are actually from actually utilizing what we offer on the platform.
Yes. No. I am NFT farmer. I try to play a token master, but I am not good in that.
No, it takes time. It takes some learning. It takes some experience. But no, right now what we're doing is we're getting some guides ready just to kind of help players understand more how to get better at the game, so they can get on the leaderboard and hopefully have fun at the same time while they earn M-Box tokens.
And yeah, and remember that there's more games coming, so you'll have more opportunities to earn more box as well. Um, yeah.
That's a very good point there. So I want to add to what Fat Boy just said, and it kind of goes with Phil's question as well. Is that no, the reason why we're called the Mobox platform and not the Mobox game is because I don't believe that there's one game out there that suits every single person. What we want to do is we want to be a gaming platform where there's different games for everyone. Everyone can find something that they enjoy on the Mobox platform. And this is why we're trying to speed up the process of us releasing games, and how we're going to build out the whole Momoverse.
Okay, and I have a last question. Now
Sure.
talking about games. I like so much Zelda in Nintendo. So
Okay.
I ask me if maybe you will release a game like Zelda or not.
So yeah, so you know what? Zelda is a great game. It's one of my childhood favorites as well. I really like the one that they had on the Switch as well. So I think that would be the newest one. It was a great, great game. So games like Zelda, they take a long time to develop.
Yes.
What I'm going to be doing right after the New Year's is that we're going to plan. So as you guys can see, you know, games like Token Master, Block Brawler, and whatnot, they're rather, I don't want to say simple, but they're rather not content heavy games. The reason why is because you know we want to make sure that we have enough content on our platform so users can enjoy everything that we offer. Right after the New Year's, what I will be doing is that we will be talking with a few studios, which I've already been interacting with, and how we're going to work with them to build more massive or more Zelda type RPG games, and other genres as well into our platform. But to be honest, a game like Zelda, you will probably not see on on our platform within the next half year. If anything, it will be in the second half of 2022.
Okay. Last small question, and I quit. For the mystery boxes, I already have three epic momos, and for the mystery
Wow.
boxes, I want to know if how it works. I will receive a mystery box, or it shall be by me. I don't know how it works.
You're talking about the retail mystery box,
Retail.
or
Yes, the small figures with the QR
ah,
code. Yes.
yes, yes, yes. So as you guys know, we kind of released these like images and videos of these mystery boxes a month or two ago. And to be honest, they've been sitting there. Why? Because we want to make sure that we have a great event where we can give it out to the users, and to the community. So what we have planned is that through the Christmas event that we'll be launching soon, these retail mystery boxes can be won throughout the Christmas event. Um, we're not going to be selling them, because I think this is more of a gift from us to the community to kind of say thank you and hope you guys have a great Christmas and a happy New Year. So you won't be able to purchase them. You'll only be able to obtain them through the Christmas event. Details of the Christmas event will be launched next week.
Okay. Thank
That's
you.
it. Thanks, Phil.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think we'll take one more. What do you reckon, Sam?
Just one more. How many more hands are there?
There is 9 at the moment. 10,
Nine?
11.
No, we could do a few. Let's go with the
Sure.
next one. But no, guys, let's if
Let's stick to one
I want to
question,
ask you
not
guys. Yeah, exactly. I want to ask you
yeah,
guys politely. Let's try to stick to one question,
one question.
because
Yep.
no, as you guys can see, there's a lot of hands, and we want to make sure that we can get through as many as possible.
Sure. Let's go with Kevin. Hey, Kevin, how you going? Can you hear us? We've sent him the invite. Looks like Kevin hasn't accepted yet.
Okay, let's give him 10 seconds. If he doesn't accept it, let's move on to the next one.
Oh, there he is.
There we go. Kevin, how you doing? Kevin,
Kevin, you need
your
to
your
unmute
your
your.
mute is on.
Looks like
Kevin,
Kevin's not there.
if you just tap on the microphone,
He's
hey, you
gone.
know what? Let's
I
move
will
on
go
to the
next.
next one for now.
Okay, we've got NFT gaming. So we've sent an invite. NFT gaming, if you are there, accept. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next one.
You're speaking, but
We
can't
can't
hear
hear.
you.
There you go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can
All
hear you
right,
now.
how you doing?
Yeah.
There you go.
Sorry, since you said NFT gaming, I kind of didn't know if it was me because actually I'm used to hearing people call me Sape. I understand that you don't give dates, and I appreciate not giving actual dates, but can we know if it will be before the end of this year or maybe next year that we'll have more information about the guilds?
About the guilds. So actually, the past 2 3 days, what I've been doing is actually been redesigning and making sure everything with how the whole guild system will work. We'll be starting on the development of the smart contracts probably in 2 weeks, just because next week we got to make sure that the launch of the Christmas event and the launch of the new game goes smoothly. So I would probably say that development is starting in the coming week, but it won't be released before New Year's. The reason why is because it's a very sophisticated system, number one. Number two, it's never been done before, so there's going to be a lot of testing. We're probably going to have, no, we're probably going to invite several community members to kind of help us test it out and start guilds before we actually release it to the whole community. So my guess would be that it will be in Q1 of 2022.
Okay, cool.
Yep,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've got next one is Debukis. Hopefully, I pronounced that right. Invite sent. Hopefully, he accepts.
Yep. There you go.
Hey, buddy, how you going?
How you guys doing, man?
How you doing, man?
That's self.
I'm good, fine, thank you. I'm just curious about. I think no one have asked it actually, but I'm curious about advertising. Is there any big coming on?
Is there any, sorry?
Yeah, like propaganda or something like that. You know, me to reach more
Advertisement.
people. Yeah, yeah,
Yes. So that's a very good question, and I think that's something that a lot of people probably want to ask or have asked before. So I think
yeah,
we need to understand a few things. I think before any real big marketing push happens, everything has to be bug free or to the best of its ability. And number two is that we have to make sure that the barrier to entry is as low as possible. So what you're going to be seeing in the first quarter of 2022 is that the login system and the registration system to the Mobox platform and how you obtain a decentralized wallet to keep all your tokens and your NFTs and whatnot, you're going to see a change in that. And when that happens, I think that we will be doing a pretty big marketing push. The marketing push is not just about, it's just not about buying ads in different places. We've bought ads on different platforms before, whether it's CoinMarketCap, whether it's BSC Scan or CoinGecko and different other news sites and whatnot. But what we've seen with those is that the conversion is very, very low because with a lot of those platforms, there is more, I would say, traders and less actual application users. Um, so I think there's a couple things that we will be doing. So number one is we're going to have a amazing quality game with a lowered barrier to entry and partnerships with some um, how should I put this? So my goal is to reach actual gamers. As you can see, previously we had a partnership with Alliance and the Loda team, and that was pretty successful. So actually, what we're doing with them is that we're currently talking about being one of their sponsors. So you're going to see the Mobox logo on all their jerseys, every single tournament, esport tournament that they attend. The Mobox name will be there. And most importantly, they have a lot of streamers on Twitch and YouTube and whatnot who will be pushing our games. This is something that we're working on now, but I believe that number one, as I said before, we need a really, really good quality game. And number two, we need to lower the barrier to entry. Registering and logging in, no, that's one thing. But having users being able to buy their first crypto, that's a totally different story. So I also believe that it requires the whole kind of industry to grow together as well. But you can expect a lot of this to be coming in the first half of next year.
Yeah, it makes sense. Thanks, guy.
Thank you.
Cheers, buddy. Okay, I think we'll do one more. So we've got Dan Smash.
I just had a really quick question. So
Hey, Dan.
with hey guys, first of all, I love this project. It looks
Thank
awesome,
you.
and I was really excited to get my NFT on Binance. But unfortunately, in Canada, we have to shut down our accounts by December 31st due to regulations. So I was just wondering, like, for us who won't have a Binance account anymore, will we still be able to claim our NFTs? And also, as someone who's new,
Oh, okay. So this is also why we're trying to kind of push, make sure that people can get their NFTs before all the new kind of like you mentioned, they're shutting down in Canada and whatnot. Um, for those who might have their accounts shut down, we're going to have a different way for you to obtain your NFT. Hopefully, I'll be able to release more information on how to obtain this or how to do this next week. So just bear with me for another 7 days, and hopefully I can give you a more clear answer. And number two, I wanted to say you're a fellow Canadian, so pleasure to meet you.
awesome, awesome.
I
Glad
knew you
glad
were
to
going to say that.
I'm glad to see some Canadians in the space, and I was just wondering, I am fairly new to this project, and I was wondering, how
Okay.
do we play? I don't even know how to play this game. Like, I'm fairly new to play to, like
Which game?
the just any of the games. Like, do I just go to the Bobox site and register?
Yeah, so you go to mobox.io. Right when you go in, you're gonna see a little kind of a big island, and there's gonna be buildings on the island. Each building is a separate part of the platform. So the first part of the platform you probably want to go to, and you know what? I'm glad you mentioned this because that just tells me that kind of our beginner's guide is not done very well. Which Fat Boy, we need to get on that. Um,
Mm.
the first place you want to get to is probably NFT Farmer. Have you played with DApps before?
I mean, traditionally with just like exchanges, but not. I've never played a game. So I've
Okay,
used decentralized exchanges, but I've never played a game. I've wanted to. There's like I didn't even
understood.
really
So have
like.
you ever done yield farming?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so the first place you want to go to is NFT Farmer. That is where you can start yield farming Mbox tokens and mystery boxes. I would say that's the first step. Um, or you can just purchase NFTs through our NFT marketplace. But personally, myself, I would suggest to start yield farming first because as much as I don't want to say this, and as much as I always tell people not to always think about the returns, but the returns on the yield farming is actually pretty good. And that's also a way that you can obtain some of these Momo NFTs. So I would say start with that. And once you kind of go through the cycle of how to yield farm and how to get your mystery boxes, then definitely talk to one of our mods, and they'll be more than happy to kind of take you through the whole process on how You get your NFTs into the games and start playing the different games that we will have on our platform.
Yep,
Okay,
spot on.
awesome.
And if you actually we're just updating our white paper as well, and in there there should be guides, just like basic guides on how to get started, etc. So if you just type, or actually if you just go into the channel, somebody will send that out through to you now.
Okay, fantastic.
Actually,
Thanks so much,
set up
guys.
now. No worries,
Thank
mate.
you, thank you, thank you. Well, no,
All right.
and I think maybe let's go with two more.
Two more. Okay, let's go. Uh, 1 second. Okay, we've got Super Ice.
Hi guys,
Hey, buddy,
thank
how
How
you
are
you.
going?
you?
Good, good, good. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm talking for my community. My community means Mobox chat. We
Okay.
are a couple mod here. There's Tessa, there's me, whatever. Um, is it possible to create for new buys, because new buys the last week was really like waves coming from Binance. There was really impossible to manage them. We were 3 4 mods. We were overloading with new buy, but it's not a problem. We manage that. I've become like normal now. I would like to ask, because we are trying our best to help them, to direct them where they want to go, to read the white papers. The white papers, they don't know what is it. Is it possible? I asked to Fat Boy. Is it possible to put something in the chat, a room in the chat with the rules, very important rules, uh, and like a white paper, because they don't know. They won't come only asking where is the drop, please, airdrop, please, airdrop, please. This is the only. As soon as new
Yeah,
buys
that's. I mean,
come,
the problem with that is that the people you mentioning now, that's majority of those people that ask those questions, so that have asked those questions, are mainly there for the airdrop or so-called airdrop hunters. So
yes,
they're only after one thing only, which was the NFT drop that they got in the Binance program. So they don't care about anything else. All they want is that particular thing. So it doesn't matter what you tell them or where you tell them to read. They will not read it. They will only go after the one thing that they're after. But yeah, I mean, look, for example, in Discord, there should be a room which has the new user guides, so it will guide the users through different things.
okay.
But look, it's I
Yeah, and
think
just to
that.
just to add to that, no, yeah,
You're going.
yeah, so I just want to add to that. No, I think a lot of the mods, even just community members who have been trying out and have been helping out, has no gone through a lot in the past several weeks. You know what? Just to be honest, I hope that it gets even worse, because that just means that we're reaching more people. There's more users coming in, and hopefully we can convert them into actual blockchain gamers. I do think that no, we do need better guides. This is something that we will be working on, and we'll make sure that the community team kind of puts everything together. And you did also mention that you pointed some people to the white paper, and I think this is a mistake on my end. So the white paper was written by me. No, probably I believe it was November of last year or even September of last year. I don't remember exactly. And no, I tried to make it as non-technical as possible. But what I realized is that no, sometimes even if you make it non-technical as possible, it's still technical to a lot of other people. So we'll probably have a simpler version of it where we use everyday language kind of to express what we're trying to do and how to go through the platform. And no, we're just going to continue to make changes and just to make sure that everything is clear and simple as possible. One thing I always tell my guys is that users always choose the path of least resistance. And the path of least resistance also starts with a very, very easy kind of beginners walkthrough and whatnot. And this is something that, to be honest, we haven't done, but we will be working on it. So thank you for bringing that up.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So we'll go with one more question. Um, let's go with self-hired.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. How you
Yes,
going,
we
buddy?
can. How you doing?
Good, good. Yeah, I'm a big supporter, a big fan.
Thank
I really
you.
like what you guys are doing. I wanted to touch on the guild aspect of it again.
Okay.
I wanted to know like if you guys had any more details on like um how the guilds will be like laid out and what kind of things will be required to like start a guild or to like own one.
Yeah,
Things like that.
the very great question. I think at the very beginning, this is how it's going to work. Number one, uh, so you can be a guild leader, but I think that there's going to be a requirement to be a guild leader. For example, how much hash power you have, or how much Mbox tokens you have frozen for the Mbox. The reason why is because each guild, it will actually be a smart contract. So the whole kind of system is actually quite sophisticated. And one very important thing about being a guild leader is, if we take YGG as an example, the whole YGG company is basically a guild leader. And what they're doing is, no, they have a lot of NFTs. In this case, for example, Axes, which no, they cannot use all by themselves. So what they do is they teach other users how to join their guild, how to play the Axie game, and hopefully earn through playing the Axie game. So at the very beginning, there's going to be a need for the user to have a good amount of Momo NFTs. But what they can also do is they can appoint uh, vice guild leaders. So anyone who is a guild leader or a vice guild leader, what they can do is they can pull their Momo NFTs into the smart contract. What happens after that is that they can now, they can now accept guild members. These members can now then borrow these NFT assets from the smart contract. It always stays in the smart contract. So the guild leaders and vice leaders don't have to worry about, oh, are they going to steal my NFTs? I think this is a very important aspect of the whole smart contract and the whole system. After they borrow these Momo NFTs, they can start playing all the games on our platform. And let's say they start earning, whether it's on the leaderboard or in future games, there's going to be different ways to earn as well. They can then take these earnings after each season and split it with, so it goes three ways. A portion of it goes to the player, a portion of it goes to kind of the guild leaders and vice guild leaders, and then other portion goes into a treasury. What happens to the treasury is that everybody, depending on what the guild leaders and vice leaders kind of um, set the rules to be, um, they can decide, okay, should we use this treasury to invest in treasuries, farm more or stake for VE box and get more mystery boxes? So we kind of want to make sure that the whole guild has a say in a portion of the money that they gain throughout all the games. So that's basically how the structure is going to work. At least that's how I have it for now. It might change here and there down the road. But just to go back to your question, yes, there will be kind of a requirement, but I haven't decided exactly what the requirement will be.
Right. So you don't technically need to be a big organization like YGG to start a guild. We will be able to
No,
band together with other people and create our own like
yes. So this is what I see happening. Okay. So to be honest, whales usually are not players. Okay. Players are players, and you also have influencers. So the way that I see this panning out is, I put guild leader and vice guild leaders into a group. This group will contain several different type of users. Number one, there will be whales who have a lot of NFTs. Number two, there will be a lot of influencers because that's how you're going to get members. And number three is you're going to have a lot of actual game players that really know how to play the games on the Mobox platform for them to teach the new members on how to utilize these NFTs to hopefully get placed on the leaderboard or earn some Mbox tokens. So to me, I think it's more of a group of people that are going to be guild leaders rather than just a single person.
Okay.
It's good.
I don't know. I hope that made sense. It's kind of no here and there, but that's kind of my thought process.
Okay. Well, no, it sounds like it's still in a process, which is good. You can get a lot of input from us about how that's going to
Yeah,
work.
no,
Definitely.
I'm gonna probably hopefully have a conversation in the chat in the next couple of days, kind of lay out what the process is right now, and kind of try to garner some feedback from you guys to see, what issues you guys see with the system and whatnot. The thing is, and it's a very innovative system. No one's ever done it before, so a lot of community input and feedback is very important.
Great. It's exciting.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for the question, buddy.
All right.
Hey, Fat Boy, you know what
Um,
we're gonna do? Just because there's 8 more minutes, why don't we take one more question? And anyone who just asked the question, if you guys can send your wallet address to Fat Boy, you guys will receive a key.
nice. So we'll just do. Do you want to do one more
One
question?
last one. One last one.
Okay, so let's go with OXXO. We can't hear you, buddy.
I'm surprised that most of the people here stay for the hour listening to me shoot the no listen to this AMA. Thank you
Yeah.
guys. I wouldn't be able to listen to myself talk for an hour.
Oh, yeah, it's very painful.
It's funny, right when I said that, 3 people just left.
OXXO, we still can't hear you, buddy. So I'm not sure what's going on there. We'll give it
Give him 10
one more try.
seconds and yeah.
Now
Okay, let's
he's
move on.
gone. Did you want to do one more?
Yeah, do one more. Might as well
Let's
make it
go
end at
with
8.
Hassan. Hey Hassan, how you doing?
Hello, hello. I'm a huge
How you doing,
supporter
man?
and fan of you, sir.
Thank you.
And I want to ask that when is Moreland coming, and what will be
Okay.
there in Moreland?
Yeah, so Moland that's probably not so soon. I think that requires a lot more development because no, land is not simple. I think our land is very different from land that you see from other projects. The reason why I say that is that, at least from what I've seen, no, I'm speaking for myself here, is that a lot of land in other projects, what they do is, they have a very big map, they cut up into however many parcels, they show you that it seems like a piece of land, and then they sell you this piece of land in hopes that someone's gonna build on the land and you're going to get some return somehow in the future. Personally, I don't like that. As you guys know, no, we never ever sold, we never ever did an ICO, we never did an IEO, we never did an IDO. We're a fair launch platform because I don't like to sell kind of the the idea that something you purchase now is going to increase in price in the future, or you're able to have a return on your investment sometime down the road. So with our land, instead of having a huge map and dividing it into thousands and thousands of parcels and selling it to whoever wants to come grab one. I'd rather have content on the land ready already. So the idea here is that, for example, we're gonna launch a new game. This game will be placed on a piece of land. Users can then purchase a small piece of this land with content already on the land. So no, by doing this, now you can kind of understand. Okay, you know what you're purchasing. You know what's on this piece of land. You know whether you like this game or this system or whatnot, and users can make a decision for themselves on what's happening now in hopes of having something in the future, rather than having nothing now in hopes of something, in hopes that you're going to have something in the future. So I think it's very different from other lands. So as I just said, no, it requires a lot more work to get these lands and whatnot um, developed. My plan is to first get these games out. Number two, the DAG, the guild system that we just talked about, lowering the barrier to entry, and then we can start dealing with the lands. So the lands will not come that soon, but it is on our roadmap.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you for the question. I think we'll wrap it up for now. Thank you everyone that has tuned in for this 1 hour of the AMA. We will have a recording of this AMA, so we'll distribute that once it's ready in the Discord and in Telegram. And again, thank you, and hopefully we'll have another AMA before the end of the year as well.
I said we have a right before Christmas, just so that we can kind of give everyone and wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's when the time comes. Again, as Fatboy just said, thank you for everyone for joining. I know there's still a lot of lingering issues and questions that are waiting to be solved and answered. And rest assured, we're working hours and hours without sleep every day just to make sure that we're transparent and we keep bringing out very innovative products. So thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for the support. And hopefully we will talk to you guys sometime next week.
Yeah, thank you. See you all.
Thank you all. Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Sun. Thank you very much, Fat Boy. So for those new joiner that comes into this Discord, I would like to just request everyone to do the verifications in the verification channel. Just to make sure that you click on the Mobox icon and your community flags to make sure that you join the right channels. Because without that, you won't be able to join us in the general chat. Okay. All right.
Thank you, Harry.
Thanks, Harry.
Right, that's the only reminder that I have. Thank you very much. It's a very great AMA.
Cheers.
Thank you. See you guys soon.
See you all. Bye.
Bye bye.